Alright, I went ahead and changed my mixtures up, so this should be like way more potent now. I'm just gonna go through and kind of like lightly trace some of this, bring it out just a little bit more before I go and I fill in the inside. You can already see it's starting to light it up a lot more. So I'll do that on a lot of the major edges. Definitely that line. Get this base. So you can see it's starting to lighten that up a lot more in comparison. It's much more instant. So it's easier, honestly. So this is painting with 100% bleach. And then I'm about to go in with like the watercolor technique on all of the inside, and that's where a lot of the magic happens. Hopefully I don't mess it up because I really like this design. I've never done it before either, so with bleach paintings it kind of seems like my second time doing it turns out better. Just because like I have an idea of like how I want everything to blend and like look. So okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a light trace over this. Straying from my design a little bit to kind of give it some like asymmetry. Alright, I'm going to bring in some watercolor designs. I have this here, so I don't get my bleach painted paintbrushes on my shirt. It's just a place for my brushes to hang out. So I'm going to fill in a lot of this area. Now if I bring straight water into the mix, then I can start kind of giving like some dimension to it. So I'm going to give it like a shine reflection right here. So it's not going to be as intense. Hey Dan, you want to say hi, buddy? So all I'm doing is just filling the fabric with water, and then when I go and I fill in the surrounding area with bleach, it's just kind of like going like pull it through like watercolor. So now you guys get to watch them. Oh, that's 100%. Oh my gosh, almost made a mistake. Just dilute that. Okay. There we go. This is my 50% mixture. I'm kind of pulling it over to the water, go on the edges. So now I'm starting to hit where the water is in the fabric, and it'll kind of blend with it. Alright, I think I want to bring in a lot of white into these areas. That way it'll all be like really, really accepting of color. So this is 100% bleach. Might make the design look a little strange, but I feel like it's what I'm going to need. I'm going to completely dye this, like tie-dye method. So basically dousing these little bubbles. I want them to pretty much just become white. I don't want that to get too saturated because this is full of water, so I don't want my bleach to just like blend everywhere. So it's kind of where some of like the talent and the trickery comes in, of, you know, keeping everything like separated but like blending correctly. I don't really want to mess with that line because I feel like it gives it a lot of depth, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna kind of fix this area though. Looks really cool so far, guys. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I hope this is a really neat design for me overall. Touch this up just a little bit. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about this. That might make it look like really weird for a second, but it's hanging in there and hopefully it'll look great. That bubble specifically is almost like fully saturated, so I'm going to leave it alone. Mess with this one just a little bit more. Like the center of it and like kind of the top area, very blonde. I can tell that this area, it's bled out of its line, so I guess I'm going to try to kind of like blend this and just kind of make it look good. Because it's going to start making this area look like very bleached. So I'll pull out that color, give it some depth. And then this is honestly like almost done. I'm probably gonna like scrunch up the rest of the fabric and give the rest of the shirt a good design. Go from there. Ooh, yeah, see that one started to bleed. It looks a little weird. So I'll work kind of fast. Probably gonna be ready for the next step. See y'all soon.